So I ain't gonna lie. When I was home the past few days, I went to I don't even like Walgreens. First of all, people that shop at Walgreens, y'all are weird.
Wait, why? Wait, time out.
Yeah, what's wrong?
I like
Go
Walgreens.
with the judgment.
Are you a CVS person?
CVS only.
Ew.
CVS on. Thank you.
Yo,
Yeah.
CVS.
Well, CVS is
like-
the closest
it's
pharmacy
like,
to my house, so that's where all my medication goes. But I don't like one
Walgreens is-
over the other.
CVS is like a ShopRite, and Walgreens is like a Whole Foods.
What?
Oh.
Maybe a Dwayne Reed, not no Walgreens. Walgreens is very hodgepodgey. Like
What?
I don't know. Maybe in y'all's.
I've never seen. I'm
Wait,
be honest.
does Rite
I've
Aid
never
still
seen-
exist? Y'all go to Rite Aid still?
No, I mean,
They closing them, right?
There's
Are
a
they out of
few.
business?
every CVS that I've
Rite Aid might be
seen
closed.
looked real povish.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even like when I go into CVS. I gotta go back like 20 years of where I used to be. But
I ain't gonna lie, but that's how I
understand what
feel
the
about
fuck might
Walgreens.
happen. Really?
I feel that same way.
Walgreens is hodgepodgey. Like it's like there's no rhyme or reason as to how the store's set up. They sell area be all just it be like 9 laters next to rubbing alcohol. Like I just
That's not true, Aaron. Like,
Wait,
I'm just-
yo,
I have a
Walgreens be nice
hold
as hell.
on.
Like,
I have
wow.
a different perspective because by my house, I actually have a lot of pharmacies. The CVS just has been by me for the longest. Like it's been there before I was born, to be honest. The Walgreens by me is fairly new. And when I say fairly new, it's just been there not as long as CVS has probably been there for like maybe
what's the
15 years now. But I think that the Walgreens looks nicer than the CVS that's been there like forever.
CVS floors are always dirty. If you ever look at them.
Always. They got the yellow tint.
It's always dirty.
Maybe that's a New York thing. The CVS's in Houston, the floors are carpet.
You know what's
That's
crazy?
like, the carpet is
I was
dirty.
about to say, I think CVS is carpet.
Yeah. How do you see
And
the
but
dirt?
that carpet be lifting and peeling. It be stained. I be see gum
Well,
stains.
if you
on
are
it.
a store that has carpet, you have to vacuum
Right.
before you close up, actually.
So this was the whole point I was trying to
Damn,
make.
so all right, go ahead. My
The other
bad.
day, I was by my mama's house, right? And my sugar was getting low. So I was like, let me just pull over and get like a bag of chips or a juice or whatever. In Houston, yeah. On the north side, shout out Scenic Woods, Homestead, Slim Thug, what's up? All right. So, and I'm sure Slim Thug knows this Walgreens. It's on Tidwell and Homestead.
I feel
Anyway.
like that should be my at name.
So
For real.
I went, oh yeah, great, yeah. So I went into there to get a bag of chips. Rico, if I tell you this Walgreens had the biggest variety of flaming hot anythings that I've ever seen at any store, any truck stop, any hood, convenience store, everything. They had the red hot trail mix, flaming hot trail mix, flaming hot Fritos, flaming hot Funyuns, flaming hot Cheetos with lime, flaming hot barbecue chips, flaming hot Ruffles.
Barbecue?
No.
Nah, now I'm mad.
I'm telling you, I don't know,
Pick those up, actually.
but I don't know my favorite ones.
I like barbecue chips. Flaming hot barbecue?
That would have been
That was the thing I
fire.
sent you.
That would have been fire, and I've never seen that before, ever.
They did a limited edition release of some flaming hot barbecue Fritos.
Oh, Fritos.
That's
No,
what I
I don't
told
want
you the other day.
Fritos. I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
Fritos.
yeah,
I want
yeah,
regular
yeah.
barbecue chips.
Well, long story short is if anybody is interested in flaming hot anything, go to the raggedy ass Walgreens on Homestead and Tidwell in Houston,
No,
Texas.
well, we in New York. So if you want, Erin is the plug. She goes to Houston all the time. So if you hit her up,
Send your orders.
send your order.
Not you smuggling chips.
No,
You chip smuggler.
No, y'all want to hear what happened? I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, so when I went home, I had just my backpack and my suitcase. Typically, I rarely check luggage, like in general. Like we went to DR the other week. We're gone for 8 days, and we both had
whole shit.
carry-ons.
Carry on.
So of course, I had when I left to Houston, I had my carry-on suitcase and my backpack. I'll give y'all my tip later for backpacks if you are a real traveler. But when I got on there, that's what I brought to Houston. When I came back, I had a whole tote bag, like extra, because it was food in there. So when I go to Houston, I bring back stuff that I can't get in New York. So like
Chips.
hot Fritos. Sorry, hot Fritos. It's hard to get good quality sausage at the grocery store. You can probably go to a meat market, but at the grocery store in Houston, you can get hella good sausage. But my mama bought a case, and so we split the case. So I had to freeze my sausages, and I brought out my packs of sausages back. For my gumbo, my beans, my whatever I'm cooking. And then I had what else I had? Oh, so if I don't cook or if we don't have time, Darren likes ramen. So I brought back ramen flavors that they don't sell in New York that they sell in Houston. So I was going through security or whatever. Yeah, pre-check or whatever. Of course, the bag with all my food in it. Of course.
What the fuck is you doing?
And I was like, it's just food. And the dude was like, oh, so you like to eat? He hadn't even looked in it, but I think maybe he saw it on the screen or something. I was like, it's just food. Well, he opened it up and saw it was literally just a bunch of food or whatever.
I thought you was about to say that they took it.
They can't take your food.
Yes, they can.
That reminds me yeah.
No, it wasn't liquid.
International. They
No,
can take
I was
your
about to
food.
say internationally they do take
I
your
was from
stuff.
I was from Houston. It was Houston to New York.
No, but I'm
I
just
know,
saying,
but I'm
internationally,
yeah.
they can't-
In the
they can take your
airport,
food.
when you're traveling internationally, they do take your food.
It depends, because I be traveling with raisins and almonds all the time, and they don't take my shit out. It's like it messes up their ecosystem or something or other.
It's very weird to
I remember
me.
one time, the first time I had In-N-Out burger, the very first time I had In-N-Out, right? I was like, nah, everybody needs this, right?
Really?
No, you didn't.
I was literally
swear to
about
God.
to say, was that your first impression?
I was like, everybody needs this.
In-N-Out. Ooh,
In-N-Out. So I bought
that crack
8
in the
burgers,
okay.
8 fries, and the day I was flying out, and I rolled it up, and I literally flew with In-N-Out home, and then I put it in the microwave for everybody. It didn't taste the same.
Yeah, of course
But-
not.
Jamaicans be doing that with the KFC.
KFC is different. Chicken is different. Hold on.
Wait, they don't get
Chicken is
KFC out
different.
there? I feel like I seen
No,
KFC
Caribbean KFC is different
than ours.
than ours. Of course, absolutely.
That's what they say. I don't eat KFC, but that's what they
1000%.
say.
But that's different. If you
I
have
seen
fried
KFC
chicken,
in every
it's
fucking
different.
country I ever been to.
Yeah,
I think I've seen more KFCs than McDonald's.
KFC is popular in Caribbean countries.
In
but
every
it
country.
ta-
I've even
but
had
it
KFC
tastes,
in Nigeria.
It tastes different than America.
Probably more spices.
Well, I would believe. I mean, everywhere has their signature, I guess cultural, spice to it.
You're right.
Have you ever had
Well,
an
but
Indian
it's
Coke? It tastes like curry.
Yeah.
Did you say Coke?
Indian Coke, like
Not
Coca-Cola.
I know
The
Mexican Coke.
Coca-Cola tastes like curry.
It has like an Indian taste. Yeah.
Are you being funny?
No, I'm dead ass.
Is it is it like curry or gingery?
It's like both. It almost tastes like and it's like weird because it's not
Not
the
they
initial
put in
taste, it's the
seasoning in the-
aftertaste.
In the Coca-Cola.
That's like Mexican Coke. Like people in Houston, like my mom, she had a few bottles of Mexican Coke at the house. She had them hidden in her closet, so my brother wouldn't drink them.
My little sister actually brought back Mexican Coke. She brought back a glass Coca-Cola bottle, and she was like, they only have this in Mexico.
So Coca-Cola that they
As you like this.
produce or whatever and bottle in Mexico, tastes totally different. But yeah, so and it's not as what's that word when the bubbles?
Oh, carbonated.
Yeah, it's not as carbonated. Yeah.
You think this is
And that's-
Jeopardy?
I
First
love
of all,
it.
I actually like that about American soda.
I hate carbonated drinks.
That's why I love Pepsi.
No, that's like that Sprite at McDonald's. That shit will kill you.
When they talk about that,
It cures
that's when
cancer.
that's when I can fuck with Sprite because I call it like a burn. If I don't get
Yeah.
that burn,
That Sprite
damn,
is.
the
Drink
soda
alcohol.
did not hit. It didn't hit. And it's like when we open a new bottle of Pepsi, I be like, close the bag, hurry up. You pour it, you drink, close the bag because you're gonna let all the gas out. 'Cause we
I
need
just
that.
I squeeze it.
That's so unhealthy.
Yeah.
Like there's no way. There's no way. Like I don't like even sparkling water.
I like Sprite.
I can't drink carbonated drinks. It's not be.
No,
It's like, I just don't
carbonated
even
water.
like it.
I don't like it.
First of all, I don't like anything that has a repercussion if I decide to eat or drink it too fast. Right?
like gas or belching or
yeah, or you just choke. You ever try to chug like a soda? Like,
That's not meant to be chugged. Like, why would you chug it?
I'm not saying like finish a whole bottle, but like
them hot chips too. Like that's.
But that was so going on
You're
with the
crazy.
story. I was just telling Aaron about. I had a couple chips when I first tried them at the Bel Air spot, and I was like, "Wow, it's pretty good." Then I got them back after they were here for about a week.
Mind you, they was just. I had one bag and I put Rico some in a Ziploc. It wasn't even like a whole bag.
Them.
It was a Ziploc like of like 70 chips maybe.
And you know it's crazy.
And I made sure he got them too. I said, Rico, here. You almost left your chips in the bag.
You know they've been through some shit when the whole Ziploc bag is powdered with whatever the seeds in it. By the time I got these shits, I was like, damn, this just been through it. So I'm sitting there, I'm watching the NBA playoffs, and I'm eating these shits. I'm like, wow, these are good. These shits got hotter and got hotter. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this will be all right. Like, oh, this is where it's at. All right, this is cool. But it just got hotter.
They good.
And hotter. I said, oh nah, hold on. I'm gonna eat these shits like in doses. Like
I
put these
actually
shits back.
love that.
Nah, it was too hot.
So I don't eat. I have not been used to like eating flaming hot stuff. So I've never had flaming hot Cheetos.
No, these
My
are
fa-
wait.
No. I know
Cheetos or Cheetos?
Cheetos is what people usually use, but
Wait, you've never had flaming hot Cheetos?
I
I've
never.
never had anything flaming hot. I don't understand.
Yeah,
why
yeah.
y'all do
I've
it.
never had.
You gotta have the
anything
Funyuns.
flaming
I
hot.
think either
but
Yumi or Marie put me on.
My favorite chips are Doritos, so I get spicy
right.
Doritos because I like spicy things. Right? It's like on your first taste, it's like, oh, it's not that spicy. It's spicy, but it's like not that spicy until you sit there and eat the whole bag, and it's like chip after chip. It's like it's accumulating. The spice is accumulating, so it's like getting hotter and hotter, and it's like,
And don't cough too hard.
okay.
And don't burp, nigga.
Oh, yes. Pretty much so don't drink sodas.
Yeah, you can't. Like
No,
I was damn near about to start drinking milk with them shits. Like, something gotta cool this down. Like
no, you can't drink soda. You can't drink alcohol when you're eating something spicy.
I can see that.
There is like people are literally crazy if you do that.
I tried that dumb shit.
The wing challenge.
No, because like
the hot
when
chip
I go and I eat seafood, like the seafood boils, I get mine spicy because I like spicy stuff. So
Are you selling that here?
seafood boils, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. There's different spots you could get seafood boils. The boil, literally for seafood
What's
boils.
that?
The seafood boils, really?
Did you sue?
A whole what?
Oh, she was making
Oh.
seafood
She said a whole bird?
burn. She has a burn on her arm right now.
Oh.
But it's like typically when I go out to eat, I always order a drink. But it's like when my shit is burning my mouth, it's like, damn, I can't drink that
You need
because
milk.
yeah. And I don't even like milk. I don't like to drink milk just like that, like disgusting. No, I just need some water or like
Water
a
don't do
drink,
shit, bro.
lemonade, something,
They
something
say
real
It
calm.
makes it hotter if you drink water.
Mm-hmm.
Drink water.
Yeah, like when they pepper spray you, they say don't do
You
something.
gotta use milk.
you're
Yeah, it
supposed
is
to use
milk, yeah.
That's
to,
how I
like,
learned.
lose. You got pepper spray?
Yes.
But that works for drinking as well. Like if you drink milk.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
No, that's what I've heard too, but I've never done it because I don't like to drink milk.
Explain why I got pepper sprayed?
Yeah.
I didn't get pepper sprayed because of a girl felt threatened. I got pepper sprayed a couple times in my younger years because we were
A
fighting.
couple times?
Because
I was next to some niggas that got pepper sprayed.
that shit hurts, bro. And the last time I got pepper sprayed, I watched
Not the last
I
time.
watched the spray come out. Like
Cause it come out thick.
that nigga looked at me and said,
Oh.
it was a cop, right? And we were fighting in clubs, and like, you know, after the clubs, you know, then they start pepper spraying people to try to disperse the little roaches that we were. And so like he hit me with the rage.
Jersey clubs.
He hit me with the rage. And I started tweaking. And the worst part was like I had contacts in. So when that nigga sprayed me, I looked at it and it hit me and I saw the contact roll up.
Ew.
And then everything in my life went to hell. And then
All right, little roach.
yeah. And we got milk, and I would never forget it.
Roach Honda.
Like this girl came, she's like, "Don't worry, I got you." I was like, "You got me." So she like guided me to the corner store. She's She said the fridge is there. So I went, I just opened the milk in the store, like didn't pay for shit, just gallon, just start dumping it on my face.
Hero complex.
And I felt like I owed her some dick. Like I felt like I owed this the least I could do.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that how you paid?
yes.
I paid back in
I
paid back in sex.
The answer is yes.
And I never paid for that milk, by the way.
Disgusting.
I was about to say, I'm already gonna win.
She's not gonna win. She can't even eat a flaming hot chip. Fuck
No,
you
no,
doing?
no. I just never been into that. My favorite chips are Doritos. I eat spicy Doritos.
You gonna get a porta
But I'd
potty
fucking
outside?
win.
We got questions. This is gonna be a porta potty outside.
Like,
And spicy shit don't make me go to the bathroom either.
it still got to come out.
Oh, why don't we do this, Alan?
come
Right
out
now they got the rock, paper,
don't make
scissors,
me
shoot
run to
challenge
the
that's very viral.
Wait, what is it?
The rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So like,
what is that?
So basically,
hate that
it's a
game.
couple, right? And they're like rock, paper, scissors, shoot. They have a food, whatever it is. Some people did sushi. Some people did some other stuff at restaurants like burgers. And
let's just say we got
whoever
wings.
lose, right, has to like run to the door and back. And in the meantime, when the person runs to the door and back, the other person has to eat.
Like as much as possible?
Whatever they want. Yeah. So like obviously it'd be like a date. Like let's say we're both hungry. We get one burger and fries.
Oh.
You know?
What is rock, paper, scissors, shoe?
Rock,
So you go rock,
scissors,
paper,
shoot.
scissors.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Yes. So if
What is it? What do you call
I
it?
win-
RPS?
No, paper, rock, scissors, Rochambeau. Like,
wait, what?
Rochambeau?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rochambeau. That's some
Rochambeau?
Yeah.
Wait,
Rochambeau.
what
Like
is
that?
What is that though?
How does Rochambeau go?
Yeah, why?
I don't know. It's just, that's another
never
name
played it?
for
Yeah, that's why I was
rock, paper, scissors, paper,
That's
rock,
what the
scissors.
fuck you called it, bro? You're such
rock,
a liar,
scissors?
bro.
Yeah.
There's no way you called it
I was
that.
born.
No
in
way you were,
Columbus.
huh?
We'll do rock, paper,
You were
scissors,
born in
shoot.
Brooklyn though.
And he's talking about Rochambeau.
Like,
You know,
what are you
Oh,
talking about?
Rochambeau. Rochambeau. What do
You
you mean?
Google
Alan,
it.
you heard of Rochambeau?
Because my mama older than you, and
Guys.
she never said that.
Right.
Your mom also is not
It's a
American.
Southern thing. Rochambeau.
She isn't, but they didn't even say that there. But when she came here,
He got older experiences. There's like, do you want to
don't even-
play
I don't think it's
Rochambeau?
I don't know.
You saw the head? You have Parkinson's.
You out of line. You out of line.
Groovy. No, I do. They tell me I make it my own.
Groovy,
words.
baby.
It's
so
from some old shit.
Oh.
I posted a groovy pull apart cake today, and I used that song
Aaron, you play
on my
Rochambeau?
reel.
No, we call it rock, paper, scissors, paper, rock, scissors. But I'm saying Roche.
Paper, rock, scissors.
That I think that is freaking me more out than the Rome. What is
Paper,
it?
rock, scissors?
Than the how you say the 1st
I've
one?
heard
Rochambeau.
rock, paper,
Rochambeau.
rock, paper, scissors, paper, rock, scissors, and Rochambeau.
I swear to God.
The paper, rock, scissors.
is
It
like,
goes more crazy than the Rochambeau.
Why don't you just throw the same number to win?
Honestly,
What do you mean?
Doesn't one beat everything?
there's no fucking one beat everything. No,
One? Like
that's
one?
paper.
What do you mean?
Scissors beats paper.
Yeah, but rock crushes scissors, right?
Yeah,
One
but
just
paper,
keep on
But paper
beats
covers
no,
rock.
paper covers rock.
Yeah,
though.
paper covers rock.
That's stupid.
Not really.
All right, let's play right now.
But you,
So,
All right.
rock.
Rochambeau.
Throwing a rock.
Well, we'll do a practice. This is how it works. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You
You
lose.
throw a rock though,
And she threw scissors.
Yeah, scissors.
but you would crush a rock. I mean, you would crush scissors.
Yes.
Yes.
I
You
won.
would throw a rock through paper.
You can't throw.
Hold on. Don't be trying to change the
That's
rules.
not how
now.
this works, bro.
Y'all can try to like give different
can't
names
throw a
for
rock.
it.
He doesn't know how to play the game.
But the rules are still the rules.
Because I'm always throwing a rock.
Oh, and I'm gonna throw paper.
But then everybody would throw a rock.
That's what I
If
was
the
asking.
rock
I was like, why
beats
wouldn't you just keep
everything-
throwing the rock?
Because
paper
every-
wins.
And then
Everything
it wouldn't
has
really
something
be a
that it
game.
loses to.
Why would it be a game if the rock beat everything? Then everybody would put
In
the rock.
Flatbush, they didn't have paper.
That's what happens when you do.
That's all. That's the only thing I could. That's the only thing I could.
scissors.
That's the only thing I could think of. Like they didn't.
There's no
It was rough in Flatbush.
rocks and Cheetos.
I ain't gonna lie. I heard it's pretty.
First of all, I went to Taco Bell the other day, right? And I thought about the time that we went to Taco Bell after.
Fucking love Taco Bell.
First of all,
It's the only like
Erin
fast
came to
food I love.
Flatbush. Erin came to Flatbush.
Oh,
she wanted Taco Bell.
No, don't lie. We was out for a while.
No, we was out, but we was in Flatbush.
Okay.
And she
Is
was
that
like,
bad?
"Oh, there's a Taco Bell right there." So I'm like, "All right, let's go
Is
to the
is
Taco Bell."
Bad in Flatbush or something?
No, it's not. Flatbush is just Flatbush. But
I don't know what that means.
Flatbush
I'm getting
is
shady business right now. What's Canarsie?
Canarsie is so far.
that's all Aaron can say about fucking Canarsie. Is that it's so far.
No,
Is that Brooklyn?
Yeah, it's Brooklyn. Flatbush is Brooklyn. Canarsie is Brooklyn.
Canarsie is like
The tip of it.
30 miles from Flatbush.
Is that big?
It's not 30 miles.
I mean, Brooklyn is big. Like that.
Canarsie is
yeah,
so far.
we got areas. But there was niggas on the block trying to talk to her, like, good night, miss. You know that shit. Aaron was like,
Let me just get one.
you know, you got your bums on the street, like you got your people acting crazy, the homeless people that just not in their right mind, so they just yelling shit out in the street or whatever. Aaron was not comfortable.
She's like, what the fuck is this?
Sir, get up.
I guarantee you.
She like, ooh, child.
I guarantee you. Next to that Taco Bell in Flatbush was a CVS.
There was no CVS. There was no CVS over there.
And there was the nigga outside just sitting there that you talk about.
No, but just no. It was some weird shit going on at Taco Bell. Don't even act like it wasn't. No, it was somebody in there came in there like yelling.
Y'all were by yourself?
When we
Just
were
you two?
together.
Yeah, we were. It was
Was
just
this
us
you
two.
two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that with pepper spray, you have to remember to take it off your keychain when you travel. I've had 75 pepper sprays taken from me. Well, but the thing is that you should be encouraging them to practice. So I always tell people, they say, I'm gonna get a gun. No, if you get a gun, you have to know how to clean your gun.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know how to like take it apart, put it back together. You have to go shoot, like all of that stuff. Like you don't just have a
Go
gun.
do training.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see people shooting the gun sideways.
Even with knives, but knives.
Yeah, they like this. Yeah.
Makes sense.
You know what's crazy? I haven't seen that. Like now.
Ever?
No, now. Back in the
real
day.
life?
Every
Oh.
rap video. Like,
Yeah, back in the day. That's in like 2001. Niggas was like this. But that's because it was them little ass guns. They were really 22s. That shit ain't doing that.
But what's the difference? The hole is the hole. It's the same hole.
No, but it'll the kickback.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Be able to aim like this.
But that's the thing. That's you know that if you've taken a course.
Facts.
Yeah.
Alan watches too much movies.
Right.
Right. So
John Wick.
I'm not mad at the fantasy that you just
No, I
described.
literally like I used to
very
walk
gruesome,
like
right?
Alan just said to slide the knife down.
Well, no.
Like
Rico.
Alan just
no.
turned everybody to Kill Bill.
That's actually hilarious. That's actually hilarious. But Rico, like when I used to like walk with, like say if I'm walking by myself and I have my knife, I walk with it like turned, like it's in my hand, but it's turned up. So in case somebody run up on me, it's positioned like this, like ready to go.
Like a pirate.
No, like meaning I have the best like way to like control holding it this way. Like this. Yeah, and you have it, it's underneath like this.
All right.
I be forgetting about my pepper spray, to be
Yo,
honest.
until you go like this, nigga smack the shit out your arm.
No, honestly, I'd be like, oh my God.
My knife also had like a little thing that go around your wrist.
Oh, so it's like my shit attached. You saw the memes that they were doing.
Yeah.
When a girl was doing the video, when she was like, if you ever get in your car, and
Yes.
you somebody has you like this, all you have to do is on 3, you drop your seatbelt,
Go back.
and then you roll out, and then you get out, right? Nigga try to push the button, this shit said, Yo, he's like, all right, stop.
Time out.
You gotta have an old school car.
Who the fuck seat dropping back like that? Like, oh my.
The same ones that got a stick.
You gotta go like this with the window. It's not even a theory. It's an idea.
That guy is
Like,
hilarious.
that shit don't work. Oh
That
my.
guy's hilarious with the. If a guy walks up behind you,
Yeah.
just drop to your knee, and then take the gun, and like with the guy.
Bite his nuts and then punch him.
Right, so he's just standing there while you do all of that.
Everybody's in heaven.
I like when they remix and you got wings.
Exactly.
That's actually true. I never.
Hey,
thought
I'm just
about-
looking down at the ground. I don't want to see a fucking face. Just here, take my purse, nigga. I don't care about take that car.
Yeah,
Just leave my insulin pump. Just
that's it.
I'm like, but I actually need this.
No, if this is what's gonna make you die, and it's not gonna be my fault,
He like me
give
too.
it here.
But my shit ended 2 weeks ago.
Give it here, Blondie.
Yeah.
You right. No, but you really can't do nothing with this.
Yeah,
So I'm
sure.
like, man,
They call the outside vacation.
And this
I'm
is
just on
why they need to
vacation
do
right
better.
quick, right back
That's
in.
why they need to do
Terrible.
better work in prison. They need to do reform work because there's no way you spent 14 years in jail and you still want to finish what you went in there for. No, you should
Like,
be
you don't
a
wanna
different
preach?
Exactly.
Now you gotta
you
think.
you need to
guys
be
gotta
going to church.
there's one of my friends, one of my good friends. He had this very great post. He's older, and he did like 8 years. And when he
Feder state.
I don't know. I met him after his whole situation, right? So
Sell.
It makes a difference.
I bet,
yeah, and
still.
but what he said was he had posted up a post. He started doing like talking videos, and he posted up a post, and he said the type of therapy and mental help that you need after being incarcerated for years, it does not exist. He's like, you got to give us grace because when we've been institutionalized, right? That's what they call it, right? For X amount of time, I come out and I don't even feel like I have a place here.
Like a
anymore.
newborn.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of them feel more comfortable going back to jail because that's all they really kind of know. You know, yeah, they're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning like as if they was still in jail 6 months out of jail.
Yeah. I had a
You know what I'm saying?
roommate that was like that. He came home and like I would come home and he would just be making shit. And like he wouldn't wash the dishes like with the soap and his rag. He would take a cup and put like the forks and knives in it and just spin it. And then like I came home one time and just odd things were missing, like my Pringles and jelly beans. And he was making Instagram stories. So my boys would be like, yo, I don't want to say his name, but so-and-so's up at the house cooking again. And his shit like became popular because I wouldn't know what would be missing when I got home, but my friends would be like, yo, you're gonna like this show when you get home. So it'd be like Pringles and everything else. He'd be like, yo, bro, you want some of this? And I'm like, bro, I'm not eating none of that. But he would eat like this.
Yep.
And it was just crazy. And you couldn't talk to him like if his back was turned to you, you have to wait for him to turn around to speak to him. It was like crazy shit. And I was like, you gotta get out of this house, dog.
He said that?
Well, you just know because like he would just spin around real quick. I'm like, whoa.
You about
Yeah.
to knock this shit out.
You got to announce yourself 5 feet away.
Hey, it's Romeo here. Can you turn around? I don't know if I just watch too much TV, but like if you the somebody in prison and then you get out, I feel like a lot of people in prison are going to be relieved that you're not there no more.
That's not how that works. They need you.
What?
They need you. Like
No,
you're
I feel like
you're the backbone of
they're
their fucking.
fearful of you. Like he's that guy,
Yeah, you gotta also think like
but
sometimes
not in like a fearful kind of way.
no, unless it's this your op, that's different.
So they're the ones that pretty much keep the what is the thing? Yeah, they keep the system running.
It's ecosystem in
Yeah,
there.
ecosystem. That's the word exactly.
What does that cost you? Now you're the
Just a
booty.
couple dick sucks.
Yeah. No, now you're the booty warrior's boyfriend. The booty warrior is a real guy. No, the man is called the booty warrior. He's on YouTube and he said booty was more important than air.
What the fuck?
You never seen this?
I definitely seen
Yes.
it.
You seen it? He said
Oh,
booty.
you're talking about that dude?
The booty
How
warrior.
does everybody know but me?
No,
I wouldn't go further than what he said. He said the booty was more important than air. I gotta turn the channel.
but you know what's crazy? He came home.
He did. I heard
He came
did.
home and he didn't like what Boondocks made about him.
Yeah, he's a famous person.
Yeah, yeah.
He's done a doc recently, and he got married, and he said his wife said, "You remember this?" He said his wife said, "Do you love me more than you being back in prison?" And he just came out. He was like, "Honestly, I miss jail. I miss booty." And like he was,
Yo.
yes, you have to watch this guy, and he speaks about like that.
Where is it? Where can we watch this?
The YouTube.
The YouTube.
Just like the CVS.
The YouTube.
Right? You have the blacks, you have the Spanish, you have the whites, you have the this, and you have the booty warriors. They're not the ones.
Yo, the nigga Alex. You have the black, the white, the Spanish, the booty warriors. It's a race.
It's a race.
Because there are no black booty warriors.
Yo,
That's what I'm saying. So you can't be black.
I ain't gonna lie.
and a booty
Back in the
warrior?
day, when I was a kid,
Huh?
when I was a kid, right? They had this whole. What Marie said?
Booty warrior.
Oh, I don't.
You know what? You're
It
right.
was his fault.
Booty warrior.
I don't know.
I was just gonna say when I was a kid, right? They had this docu. I forgot what it was on, but it was a jail docu, and they had these group of dudes that were called gorgeous gangsters. These niggas was big as shit, and they was just raping people. Like that's what they did. Like
It's a documentary?
it was mad long ago, right? I was probably like I would say like 10, and I'm watching this shit like, oh hell no, like. I would never forget this one dude had to be like 6'4", probably like 240, right? Big as hell. And he got gorgeous gangster tattooed on his eyebrows. And he was like, I go and I take what I want in here. And I said, nope, can't be me.
I
Can't
pay
be
my
me. Like,
Rico said, "Where's my book?
yeah. Like,
Let me get to
Mom,
studying.
I need to go to
Read
school.
something.
Like,
Let me get to studying."
no, but that shit was funny. But then it got to a point where they started doing like a bunch of
But it was
fucking-
real though. Scare Straight is
It was,
fake,
it
right?
was real.
No, Scare Shay was real.
But it got fake though. It did start getting fake.
Maybe once in like the later years.
Yeah. Black, white, booty warriors.
Like Romeo said.
Cut all that. Don't even say that. Don't put that on me.
But you did say
Yeah,
it.
but yeah. It was,
Them niggas about to be in his DMs.
no, you know the truth?
No, I don't want to know the
Niggas
truth.
might have a DM me. And I swear to God on everything. I got a screenshot.
Wait, of your roommate?
Yo. I swear on everything.
Wait, the booty warrior?
Oh my
Yes.
Oh, like the real one?
A real nigga. But
God. Yo,
it was-
stop
I
it.
swear on everything.
Yo,
It's his profile
cut this
picture.
shit, bro.
It's his
Romeo,
profile
I don't
picture.
want to listen to you
I
no
swear
more.
to you, it's his profile picture.
Wow.
It said follow back. And so I
Or
sent-
else, nigga.
I sent a picture to like my group chat and I was like, which one of y'all changed your profile to the booty warrior? And it said it was me. Like, cause I don't want it. So I swear to God. And so then when I saw he was out, I was like, man, yeah, it was something.
That's wild.
Damn, Rome, you getting the booty warrior?
It's not me.
That's wild.
You got
When I
clout
saw
like
it was out.
you got clout like that, Rome?
I saw he was
That's
out.
wild. That's wild.
Yo, what?
Yeah, nah.
Yo, okay.
Wait,
you
is
know
that
what?
eating butt with
This is
peanut
going
butter?
too far.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
This is going too far, bro. This is going too far.
Yeah.
Can I have another drink?
Yeah, me too. But I do have one thing to say. Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
What? What are you doing about the peanut butter, man?
Oh,
This is for licking?
This one,
it's not sticking.
this one nigga I know went to jail, right?
Chunky peanut butter.
Ugh. You like the crunchy one?
With the peanut, hella skippy.
She said, yeah, all right. Nah.
There's this nigga that I
Peanut
know
butter
that
on
went that
anything.
got locked
Okay.
up, right? This nigga had,
heard
I
of it.
swear to God, this nigga had lobster and filet.
But
He was-
who?
this nigga I know that got locked up,
Yeah.
and that's my homie though. Like, and this nigga was on Instagram Live, right? Like, yo, eating lobster and filet with plastic knives and a plastic fork. I'm like, yo, this nigga really just like
Pablo Escobar.
that nigga was paid.
Believe it.
Paid.
believe it.
I've known
Every single
Maxios.
week, he would go down to AC to lose money. And I'd be like, what are you going down there? You don't win. He's like, it's just so I can go and say where my money is going.
Oh, wow.
If he cashes out, he cashes out. Yep.
Oh, wow.
That nigga he was the CEO for 30 years.
Is he retired now?
Yeah. And you
And a
know,
pension.
and you know who he married? One of the top federal attorney women in
See
the,
them,
in
some of them
the
got
state.
gold teeth and chains in there. Like, what? Yeah, no, thank you.
Well, so shout out to
cousin used to FaceTime.
I do want to say this, right?
I just don't.
There are a lot of different things that people do behind bars that I do find that is amazing.
Oh,
So
they're geniuses.
yeah, so
They are fucking genius.
I found out that the movie True to the Game, right,
Mhm.
was actually written by a guy named Kwame, right? He actually Kwame wrote the movie, sold it to the girl, whoever is the director or creator of it, and then also put together the I guess like the funding for it. And he's actually going through some type of like world record to be the person who wrote the most amount of movies behind bars with 5.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I met him because they had another movie that they're trying to get me in, and then I was on a phone call. I had to take a jail call with him, and then also be on a phone call with the director. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But then they start telling me this. I'm like, wow. So he actually maneuvers a lot of entertainment, big time things behind bars. He has like I think a life sentence. He's been in jail for like.
He's still there?
Yeah, he's been in jail for like 30 years. He's never come back. He's from Newark.
What's his name?
His name is, I don't know his last name. His first name is Kwame.
Kwame. I missed a jail call today. Thanks, Alan. He confiscated my phone.
Wait, you missed a jail call?
Yes.
Wait, what?
No.
First of all, y'all remember I told y'all I had a friend on house arrest?
That's not jail.
Yes. No, he was on house arrest, but that was like a couple months ago.
Why?
Remember?
Why?
Yes, but he went in last month. Nah, he don't got that much time though.
What he got? 6 months?
Nah,
see who wrote
he'll
it.
be back by 2025 December.
That's a good man, Savannah.
So wait,
Maybe
why?
that's
Wait,
what?
hold on. My question is this: what makes a girl answer these jail calls?
What you mean answer?
Oh.
That's my friend. First of all, he don't got that much. The people he wants to contact, he got their number. He got my number. So if he call me, I'ma answer.
It's 18 months.
Okay.
Oh, his birthday.
And I was about to say, jail ain't a vacation. Hello.
But what I'm saying is,
He's asking about you. Like,
yeah, I ain't talking about
Are
him.
you receiving the call? As far like,
Because that's my friend.
Your friend.
tell him. I'm just telling what he's saying.
Yeah, but that's one of my closest friends. Yes, he is. But one of my other friends just told me that he got moved to Oklahoma. So the jail call was
Oh, he's doing Fed time.
different. Like they was telling me to usually when he used to call me, it would just say except press 1. Right. So I would just press 1 and I would call and I would talk to him. But now it's telling me that it was 16 cents per minute and I had to press this to
I'm like, babe, I ain't
get
got it now.
And I was like, what is all of this? I don't know what is going on.
You had to add money on your on the call.
I've never done that before. So I'm like, so I guess he just got to this new place and this new place got different rules. And I didn't know how to, I didn't know what to do.
Hey, he better get him a phone, child.
He'll have one in 2 months.
No, but when he was at the other place, he FaceTimed me one time.
You putting money
My
on his
cousin
books?
literally used to FaceTime me from prison. Fed time.
Well, so obviously you do get more. You get.
No, this is a cell phone because I used to call
Yeah, no,
him.
you-
Yeah.
No, yeah, they be having that.
No, and in some feds you can actually have a phone.
Like,
Yeah, like. Nah, they said that the difference between feds and state is that feds is a mental game, and state is a physical game.
child, if I go to jail,
So it's
send me to the
most
feds.
people don't survive in feds because they don't have the mental capacity.
I have behavioral issues. Yeah.
I find that to be the hardest shit, you know?
In the fed jail.
I do not like to talk to younger people and try to guide them because they so fucking stubborn.
I do.
What do you think I felt like talking to you at 22?
You're lying. You're lying. You're fucking lying. Okay, but was I difficult?
You still are. The most is crazy.
Naisha.
The most is wild.
Naisha,
Amanda said-
first of all, Naisha used to send me high praises. I don't know what you're talking about right now. I really don't. No, but I got younger cousins, and I be trying to like, yo, when I was your age, this is what you got to do, blah, blah, blah. Like, you just finished high school. Like, this is what you got to do. You got to get yourself in order now.
He trying to tell you you don't know shit.
I be like, bro, you don't think I know?
Nick.
I was you 8 years ago.
8 years is like 10 decades.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, yo, I think 8 years, he thinks that I'm like so much older than him that I'm just like,
Yeah.
she don't know what the fuck she talking about. But I'm like, bro, I'm still young.
So this is the thing.
I'm still young, I can tell you.
This is the thing. I have always been a person, it don't matter how old you are. You can be younger, older than me. What is your advice? Okay, cool. It applies to this. I'm gonna keep that, and when I need it, I'm gonna recall it. I've never been one to like, I need to learn my own lesson. You said that stove is hot? Baby,
hot.
won't touch it. Like, I'm not one of those type of people.
Yeah, people be wanting to touch it.
But yeah, I have no desire to touch it. And it's funny talking about your cousins, because like I tell all my cousins, for the most part, I'm one of the older ones. On my dad's, I'm one of the older cousins. I be like, y'all, live at home. If you get along with your parents, stay at home, listen to me, save your money. Don't be worried about trying to have your own place. Like, the point is to save money and to be stable and to be out on your own. Like, I told some of my cousins, like, hey, you think you want to go to that school? Don't go to that school. I'm telling you, I know what the people like are at that school. You're from Houston, Texas. You're from this type of environment. I know what that environment is. You don't. Just listen to me. Who's right? Me, of course. But
And they didn't listen.
yeah, of course.
Of course, yeah.
But I just,
Yeah, of course.
I really just try to, I just hate seeing people, when you know better and you see somebody make a mistake, like, I hate that feeling. Because it's like, I want you to avoid the dumb shit. Like, I really do, but I think you have sets of people who have to learn on their own. They have to experience the hardship of the mistake.
Okay, I'm being a little
That's
bit
a
hypocritical.
Gemini.
I was being a little bit hypocritical because I was a little bit like that.
Never.
Okay, so I had an uncle. It's my mom's brother, and he was
Uncle
actually
brother.
closer to my age than he is to my mom's age. So he used to try to school me and my sisters. He always told us stay at home for as long as possible.
Wow.
Don't need a car, because that was really my MO. I got a job, and all I wanted to do was save my money to get a car. After college, I'm like, I'm moving out. I don't want to stay here. He's like, yo, for what? Like, stay here. You don't need a car. What do you need a car for? And I'm like, bro, what do you mean? What do I need a car for? Like, I need to get around. Like, you got a
live in a
car. Why
residential
the fuck
area.
you got a car? Right? So I actually used to hate the fact that he would tell me that, because I'm like, okay, yeah, we a little like not too far in age, but he also had a different experience. So I always felt like your experience is not my experience. He did come from Trinidad. So it's like, you weren't
Blessed.
born here.
Being American.
But you weren't born. He was raised here. He came here when he was young. So he had to deal with shit that I didn't have to deal with. So I'm like, I get that there was a little bit of a struggle for you. Right? But I'm like, that's not my situation. So I'm like, if I want a car, I could get a car. If I want to move out, I can move out. So it's like, I know that he does that with my younger cousins. So I'm like, and to them, of course, he is now older to them. So I'm like, okay, let me try. Because having younger male cousins, and let me just put that out there, because it's just like, all right, I would take the advice knowing that I would hear the advice, knowing that I wasn't going to take it. But I would always like just hear him out, though. Males are different. Really, like, they'll really tell you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Really. Like, they'll be like,
and neither did your dusty ass mama. Like,
nigga said, I'm gonna work at a fucking, what is his job at?
Burger King.
One of them dollar stores. The
one they
Tree.
shut down?
No, Dollar Tree. I'm gonna work at Dollar Tree and
I like
I'm gonna get
Dollar
a car. I'm like, you gonna take your little Dollar Tree money
Not little.
to get a car? But you don't even need a car. You got 3 cars. You got 3 people that got cars at your house. What you need a car for? You got people to take you anywhere you need to go. Your job is right up the street. What you need a car for? What you need a car for? That's a waste of money.
How old is he?
19.
That's why.
I think everybody.
No, I get why.
Yeah. But I think it's different when I think women and men are different when it comes to the advice growing up. Like, men already, even though you could give them the good advice, as a young boy, you want to prove to yourself that you're capable of being a man. And part of that is being able to provide, right? So be able to, have my own means of transportation, have my own, house and or place. These are different things that a man has to have to be considered a man. A woman doesn't need to have her own car to be considered a woman. A woman doesn't need to have her own home. I mean, if a girl is 24 years old, she's a young woman, she could definitely still get a man who is, first of all, you already see there's 45-year-old men getting 22-year-old girls that are at home, right? There's no 45-year-old, I don't want to say there's no, but the likelihood of a 45-year-old woman coming through to save a 22-year-old boy is not the same. So, like, I think he's taking that advice from you because you're a woman and he's looking at you as you, at the end of the day, you have to be a woman, or no, at the end of the day, you are a woman that can be kept, potentially. I'm a young man that has to find a way to keep a woman. So I got to practice being a man.
Can I give you the word?
Yeah.
He doesn't view her as being similarly situated.
Yeah. And from
Like,
now or her future.
He's like, we're totally different, so why would your advice apply to me?
And I think women do the same thing with men if they're also totally different.
But you know why I tried to be the one to give
I
the
take advice from me.
No,
because in my family, I feel like I'm. When there's a meme that's like I'm the Kim Kardashian of the family. I really do feel like I am the
Kim Kardashian.
I guess the roast session started.
And I love me some Kim, so please, I would really not take any offense. But it's like
But
me
Solange
having
is out the window. Just saying.
I was having a bad day. But
No, she was. I remember it. She was. I remember. Yeah. But Dave was going at her. I remember.
I told him to stop multiple times. I told him to stop. And I told you don't do that to him. I spoke to him last week. I spoke to him last week just to make sure he was.
I love Amanda too.
When Alan told me he did that today, I said, "Why did you do that?"
I spoke to him this morning or yesterday. I think this morning. He was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do. Let Amanda know." Like,
Boop, boop.
Nah, because I think he thought I was
What's
like.
your fantasy?
No, I wasn't really that mad. Like, don't bring him here. That kind of mad. Like, I wasn't on that.
You
type
literally
of
were
timing.
having a bad day.
I was just having a bad day.
I remember, yeah.
That was funny. But I'm so sorry I took that out on you, Dave. I'm so sorry.
I think it's taking the advice, but it's actually applying it. And you have to realize that them hearing advice from you, being in a position where they want to be, they may take that differently as you're talking down to them. And that may not be your whole purpose at all, but they see that like, who's this guy above? He thinks he's above me because like you said, you were both 20 at once and now you're here and I'm there. And wherever he is could be a big advancement in his family. Like he could be the first plumber in his family. And to you, that could be like, you're just a fucking plumber, But to him, like, I'm doing something. So the advice that you're giving him, he's just not ready to receive it from your experience. He needs to bump his head the way he needs to bump his head. Like how you said, someone could tell you the stove is hot. I think at some point in time, we've all done something after hearing someone's advice, but we had to get to a point where we actually took the advice.
Yeah,
It's really like, what age were you when you decided to heed others' advice?
I think the difference in that is
Young.
when you get unsolicited advice, though. Because sometimes, and I know I can speak for me and my sisters, like growing up, my dad used to like instill in like schoolwork, being successful, do this, do that. He also used to tell us, and this is something I would never forget, like, don't try to make a career in something that you love. Like, yeah.
That's
So
such an immigrant thing.
fuck all that TV shit that
But that was
like,
speaking from his experience, probably.
who
Though.
the fuck gives a fuck if you want to act or if you want to be on TV or if you like to like do something that'll make you money.
Mm-hmm.
That's guaranteed to make you money.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed to make you money.
You can always
Do
act
not
later.
pick a career that you just think will make you happy. Happy don't pay the bills. Right? So it's like
That's true.
we were always told that growing up. So it's like me and my sister, we kind of like always be on guard when people try to give us advice, right? So it's like, if somebody tells us like, okay, well, you got this degree, you finished college, what now? You should do this, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of like, all right, hold on. Nobody, like, I'm not even trying to hear what you're trying to say. I know what I'm about to do. So you trying to tell me to do this or I should do this is you kind of telling me that I'm not doing enough.
But you might not be.
Exactly.
And even if I might not be, I'm going to try to figure that out for myself because I know what I want to do moving forward. Because fuck what you think that would be good enough for me. If I'm already at the point of like having a degree, I know what I'm about to do with this or not about to do with it.
But
Go ahead.
the thing is, and I'm not speaking on your specific situation, and I'm only looking at this as a parent now. But even if I compare even me and my sister with my mother, as a parent, you know what dreams come with what struggles, and you have a good idea of what threshold your child is capable of handling. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that some parents are saying you're not able to achieve your dreams, but your struggle threshold might not be enough from their opinion based on raising you for what you're about to encounter and embody. I don't want you to have to deal with that struggle because it's going to change you, it's going to hurt you, it's going to damage you.
And break you.
Or break you. This is something you might never come back from. And they're doing it from I would say a savior type of complex. I want to save you. Listen, go ahead and maybe focus on getting this degree that could get you this job that's going to give you some stability that will hopefully, you can turn into your dream later. Yep. But focus on being stable first. Because I know what it's like because I've seen me, myself, and many other people around me grow up and to chase this dream and end up with nothing. And I don't want to see you end up with nothing while I'm on my way out. Right? And I think that's a type of advice.
Yeah, I 1,000% agree with that.
I mean, and I look
they're trying to protect you. Literally, they're trying to protect you. I understand what you're saying about not wanting unsolicited advice, but at the end of the day, your parents, whatever age, they still want to
best for you, yeah.
Keep you away from bullshit and bad decisions and hurtful experiences. So, I mean, you're 100% accurate about that.
So my sister was not the brightest, right? My sister was one of those ones that. No, I'm saying like but it's like she knows.
She wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed.
But I'm not saying she's dumb. I'm just saying she was one of those people that had to learn the hard way. So the problem is this, right? If you're a person who has to learn the hard way, you have to understand that you don't have enough time to learn everything, right? So those experiences that you're going to have to go through just to get the lesson is going to be so much more setting back than it is going to be pushing you forward because you didn't missed out on 17 other lessons throughout this time frame that was told to you, right? So going back to me and my sister, the difference is she wanted to learn the hard way. Me, I'm a listener. I listen and I sort. And then I pick, okay, I think this is beneficial. I think this is not. Mm-hmm. She doesn't listen to anything if she wants to experience. The problem is if she wanted to do something, you're going to experience a hell of a lot of things that's going to prevent you from most likely getting there. Obviously, we don't know the future of you, but we're trying to say, look, put yourself in a winning position. Mm-hmm. And that's just advice that, was giving between us. Now, me, my mom was, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You show discipline your entire life. You whenever you set your mind to something, you actually achieve it your entire life. I believe that you're going to, fight through these struggles based on how you're as a kid to as an adult, et cetera, et cetera. So I do think as a parent, you kind of have a good idea of what your kid is capable of. I do think some parents do operate out of fear. That's not always in your best interest, but sometimes they do know you better than you think.
Yeah, it's like my puppy. I mean, Frenchies ain't the smartest.
But they can learn.
But they cute.
Yeah.
So like, you know what? We can do X with this, but maybe not Y.
I think it's easier the older.
I
don't want my dog being talked about.
The only thing that I'm thinking about is honestly is you have your own experience because I feel like you're giving advice based on your experience, and your experience is not always going to be my experience because, for one, we come from two different times. So what may have been a struggle for you or what may have happened to you isn't always going to be my situation.
But I think it's your job the older you get, being more capable of separating the struggle from the advice. You know, so
That's a
you
good
know, so like your father. Not saying anything about your father, but his advice, it's not going to line up to like where you're going because like I'm going to do what I want to do and whatever. But like think about the trauma of the advice that he's giving, or the trauma from the advice that he's giving you. You know, I think his experience is baked into those words, and so it's hard to see unless you kind of search for like, okay, I know he's coming from a loving place, I know he's my father, but like, what's the trauma behind that? And to say what Rico said, like he could be saving you years, you know, by just kind of just listening a little
Fine
bit.
tuning. You know, it's funny, right? No offense. When I was 21, right?
We're not getting
I had got into this rap group.
I'm far past that, so.
But look, when I was 21, I had got to this rap group, right? And they were all 27, 28, and 29. All of them were older than me. They're still my friends to this day. And I would argue
Are they
with these.
still rapping?
No.
Okay.
But I would argue with them. I'm like, y'all don't know what y'all doing. Like, oh, God, I want to do this. This is a great market. They're like, yo, no, it's not going to work, bro. We're trying to tell you. Like, and really, they've been rapping for 12 years prior to me, right? So now, when it comes down to it, every time I did something that they told me, because I said the same thing, your time of music is not our time of music. The way y'all did it ain't the way. Y'all didn't even have Apple Music. Y'all didn't have no streaming. Y'all had CDs. I ain't got no CDs. Right? It's a whole different time. You know, they said, all right, do it. give it a few months, maybe 6 months later, I'm like, yo, you was right. They was like, I know. So like the thing is like, oftentimes we think because we're younger, the time is different, and we try to like not validate their experience based on the time frame that they had it, not understanding that the blueprint doesn't really change.
Nothing is new under the sun.
Right?
Oh.
I want to definitely point something out is that just to kind of circle back on the original topic that we were kind of talking about with when it comes to receiving advice, I also think that a lot of people don't take advice when they don't respect you.
Yeah.
And they don't respect your experience. They don't respect your outlook or
Accomplishments.
your accomplishments or lack of, right?
Yeah.
They don't respect anything that you're offering. So it's hard for them to take what you're saying as
What
gold.
you telling me, baby? You ain't done nothing.
You know, because don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that do have zero accomplishment giving out bad advice, right? Right? We're not gonna say that that's not a thing, but there's a lot of people that do have great advice, and maybe they're trying to tell you what they learned from their mistakes,
Yep.
and they're like, "Hey, listen, just don't make these mistakes."
Yep.
You know, I didn't make it. These are why I fell short. These are the reasons why I fell short. Here you go. These are some tools for you. But no, because
No, I don't think so.
there's the old saying that said, a fool learns from his own mistakes. A wise person learns from
Others'
others.
mistakes. Yep.
I don't need to go through what you go through. Tell me what you need to tell me. Okay, cool. That was wrong. Got it. All right, cool. That was wrong. Got it. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's just what it
good
is.
message could be lost in a bad messenger too. A good message could sometimes be lost in a bad messenger. So what you have to do is you have to find what the positive parts and what the great part of the message is, and not look at the person. Bam.
Or the tone
Or the tone. Poignant.
or delivery.
Someone put that in a fortune cookie.
Yo, when and your lucky numbers are 11, 22, 44, and 33.
Or maybe dumb people still have that
Dumb brain.
not even dumb brain, but if you think about
What?
so like the people that we're talking to, if we're talking to people that are younger than us, who
No, because there's a lot of older people too.
Sneaking out and sleeping with his secretary who lives in a trailer.
okay.
It's just a bad move all the way around.
That's
I think
stupid.
the people,
Yes.
whoever you give advice to, I think the person you're giving advice to still has like some type of hope. And like when you're giving out advice, you're not coming from a hope place. You're coming from an experience.
Yeah.
And like so
That's
take
true.
your hope out of it and listen, I can tell you exactly how this is gonna go. and they still have the hope that they can twist that fate. But you've done it so many times, that you suffered the consequences so many times that you're the king of this, and like the pawns are still trying to like knight up or whatever pawns do, and that's all hope. I'm a poet, so
Can I say this
I
one
see it
thing?
in my head. That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. The king is trying to tell you how to be a king.
Exactly, because you have to get across the board to become a king.
But I want to just put this little insert before Aaron goes.
The king makes it, the more allies the king has.
But the thing is, a lot of times men are not a king, and they think that they are, and so your crown don't show as much as you may think.
Yes, king.
You know what I'm saying? I want to, Aaron, go ahead, take the crown.
I just like LeBron when he does that. So and honestly, just when I think about like age and growing, I don't know at what point I was able to distinguish good advice from bad advice, from hating, from somebody's fears that they were trying that ended up being imposed upon me. Like I don't know at what point I was able to distinguish the difference. But I will say that you don't ever want to be in a place where you don't want to hear others' advice or others' experiences, others' challenges, their successes, because at some point it's gonna connect. At some point it's gonna resonate. You know, I mean, just think about it. You know, when you in high school, they're like, "Oh, don't have sex, don't have sex, you're gonna have a baby." Cool, and what does that mean? You know what it means conceptually, but until you meet a 14-year-old mama with a baby, you don't necessarily you can't grasp the idea of what that means.
Relatability.
Yeah. So it doesn't resonate with you. So again, I don't know at what point people have the presence of mind to make the decision like, oh, well, this is good advice. Okay, I'll take this, but I'm gonna leave that. Like, I don't know when it happens.
I think it's when you're going through the exact same thing that you're asking them about. Like from right now, I can say when I speak to my mother, she can give me advice, but I know the trauma that comes from that,
where she comes from. Mm-hmm.
So I could be like, okay, I remember being there, so I know that advice is going to get me here. So like that's how I'm able to separate it.
Okay, I got you.
It doesn't make her less or whatever. I just remember being at that point, kind of like stuck in a mindset or stuck in a time. And if you're past that, then you may say like, you know, I know where that's going, so I'm just going to move this way. So I think until you can relate to like that part, that's when you kind of like the light bulb goes off.
Okay. I mean, and that absolutely makes sense. I honestly just don't want people of like the generation that's like coming of age right now. They're becoming adults to be like just so engulfed in whatever and so opposed to what their elders have to say to them. Elders being, you know, older millennials, younger millennials, older Gen Zs, you know, like I don't want exes, you know, I just don't want them to be caught up in this, oh, well, they don't know.
Yeah.
There is literally nothing new under the sun. Nothing. I don't care what nobody says. And when I was younger, I didn't understand when my daddy told me that or my mama told me that. But like, it's because my mom was like, babe, I told that lie 34 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, she don't know what the hell she talking about. In my head, first of all. But, you know, I definitely want to say it out loud. But you get it as you get older. You know, go ahead, Alan, because I see you want to. Yeah.
My mind actually just rambled on if I was 14 and had a kid after you said that. Like my mind, that's where my mind went.
But you can think about that now at 26.
I can think about, but it would be hard as hell as a 14-year-old. That's just now entering high school.
You can fathom it now because you probably watch 21-year-old women be pregnant and struggling, and you look
and some 14-year-olds most likely.
Well, you know a 14-year-old that was.
I don't necessarily know a 14-year-old. I'm thinking about when I was 14, what the hell I would have been going through.
I got you.
Having a kid start in high school.
That's
I'm
true.
like, nah. My first job, I was a sophomore in high school, and I would have had to use all of my work money to hire a nanny because there's no way I could have mined a kid and do high school. Like, no way. I would have to use all that money for a nanny.
And a lot of times too, we get into this thing on the flip side of all this. Like, you don't want to burn your trust with your word when it comes to giving advice.
Great point.
And a lot of times the advice is good sound advice, but you've burnt your trust with this person or individual.
And it won't land.
And it's not going to land. There's kids right now who you're telling them not to be a gang member, but yet they're watching you every day go outside and gangbang. So like for them, they can't see why you're saying don't join the gang, don't be in the streets. Because you do know better, but yet you don't do better. So if you're actively trying to give these people advice, but you're not building trust with them, then they're not going to take your advice. And in fact, they probably look up to you, which is the sick thing, right? Because like they're going to emulate you. And I say this from experience, a recent experience. I kind of touched on this last week with you guys, is that there's kids on the football team who their coaches are smoking weed and doing different types, coming in drunk and coaching them. They're 12 years old, they're 13 years old. These little boys are very impressionable. And then, come to find out, they're telling me these things.
The kids?
The kids. They're like, yo, can you coach us? Because other coaches are doing this, they're doing that.
Wow.
And come to find out, literally 1 week after that,
Rats?
they're in my building. They're at the bottom floor of my building, and they're smoking.
Wait, the kids or the coaches?
The kids.
Wait,
Right? So now we give...
what age you teach?
Well,
Coach?
not mine, but I do 8 and 9. But now they have they had between 11 to 13. They had those two groups. Now these kids now are doing the same thing that you're telling them not to do because they're watching you do it. So you're burning that trust with them, and then you're expecting them to do better. But in fact, they're just emulating you because you're actually condoning what you're doing by doing it actively while trying to tell them the opposite.
Yeah, then it don't work.
But
It's
do
not
they
gonna
do
work.
it in their presence though?
No, I mean even it
They
doesn't
come
even
around
matter.
them probably smelling like bud or smelling like...
Yeah.
Or it
Because
doesn't-
11
just-
to 13 is actually
But even if you take away the fact that
Yeah, the age is not
they're not like these. We like to
I'm
think
just
that
that's
kids are
the age
stupid.
that I
The
knew
kids
about
are the
weed.
most observational creatures on earth, right? Like they observe everything that you're doing.
Next to a black woman.
I just find it crazy that like this is the first time I've ever been in a position where I'm coaching little kids, right? And then mind you, I coached the 8 and the 9-year-old kids. I got the group of kids that were 11 years old and the group of kids that are now the 13-year-olds begging me to be their coach. I never even coached them, right? They've just watched me coach. And mind you, it was no cakewalk for these kids that I coach either. It was hell being raised for when they were wrong too. But there's a respect level and a trust level. And when anybody respects and trusts you to guide them,
Right.
they're willing to bet on you to bring them to where they need to go. And a lot of times we get advice from people who we just can't respect or trust. I do also think I agree with Alan. Back with that music group that I told you when I was 21,
the rap group.
they
Not hated.
only one hated, right? When I was 22, a year later, I signed my first deal. That first thing this nigga said, the first
Rico
thing,
hot.
the first thing
Hot.
this nigga said was, "How did you do it?" I was like, "What?" That was the red flag.
You thought he was gonna be proud of you.
No, because he was already like I was always, everything I did was a problem.
Okay.
Right, he was like the leader of the group, and everything I did was like, oh, that you just don't listen to nobody, and you just think you could do whatever you want to do. But everything that I've ever did always had a reason.
But were you still looking to be like, I made it, and like these older dudes I look up to, like, were you looking for them to be like, yo, man, like, shit, good job.
One of
You
them,
did something that what I'm asking is that when you made it and you did something that they had not accomplished, were you looking for them to be like, yo, like, my young dude, like, you did it. We tried, we crawled so you can walk, and like, you actually did it. And, we respect that. Is that what the reaction was that you were looking for?
I mean, yes, from one of them, the one that brought me in, who is still like one of my like good friends to this day. And because you got to remember, I was recording in the worst studio. I got brought to the best studio in New Jersey where Omarion, DMX produced his album. Chris Brown came out of there. Fetty Wap came out of there. All of these great people came out of the studio, right? And I was able to go there only on the strength of them because they don't just take people. They don't just work with anybody. So when I worked with them, I came off the strength of one specific person who brought me to the group. He gave me good praise. The other person who was the other leader was questioning how I did it, was questioning why it was so fast for you, was questioning like, well, what did he do? Like, did he sell his soul? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I had conspiracy theories on me. All right. So there are some older people who hate on you when you do things faster than them.
Or shit that they
They've never done.
Exactly.
Right? And you're right. And that's the thing. So I do think that is
I've actually experienced it. I 100% agree. Yeah.
you think it's I
Hurtful
I
and
expect
jealous.
it though. I don't think well for me I never looked at it as hurtful because I could understand it. I could
Like
understand
why?
Yeah, I could understand how it feel. Well, maybe I go back to how I grew up, but I could understand how it feels to watch somebody get everything that you want. Because I always had nothing, but everybody had everything. So I know how it felt when you had the new Jordans and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So like when I got to all the things that I got.
But Rico, is it things that you wanted or you worked for? Because what you're saying is that like that professional career in music, you worked for it. You know, so it ain't like you just wanted it, like, oh, the bitch gonna fall out the sky. Like you actually worked for it. So
But for them, and I agree with you, it's a big difference. So I'm not even going to use that analogy that I did use and refute to that. But what I would say for them is, you know, the thing is this: you got people who are doing things, and they might have been doing this for 10 years, right? They've been doing something for 10 years. They've been working at their craft for 10 years. Somebody comes in and does the same exact category, the same exact thing, and pops in 2 years. The person who worked for 10 years and they really applied themselves. I'm not saying half-assed. They invested every dollar that they had. They reached out with their network. And they feel owed. They feel because they are the seniors of this. They put in 8 more years. They feel like they deserve it. Now, there are different factors that might come. Some people are actually better. Some people are just not. But the thing is, it's like I would tell everybody, just wait your turn because your turn will come. Sometimes, like for me, I could be like, yo, I've been working for 10 years. I've been doing this for 10 years, right? I didn't start seeing money to provide for myself until I was 7, 8 years in. You know how many people I watched blow up in that 7 year span?
Right.
And they still good to this day. But you also know how many people I watched blow up and now are struggling today?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you just gotta also trust that process. And again, nobody's exempt from hating on you, including your own circle. You know?
Ooh. No. I'm not even saying nobody hating me. What I'm saying is that that statement, I saw something, I was like, yo, this shit speaks. They said just because they in the front row do not mean they cheering for your ass. Boy, when
They waiting for you to fall.
They just want the closest look.
child, when I saw that, and honestly, I'm not a person that feel like people hating on me. Really, don't even think about me. That's what I would prefer. That's literally what I would prefer.
Keep my thought out your thoughts.
Yeah, like Aaron Campbell is like, unless you got a money making opportunity, like,
Yeah.
trust me, don't worry about
If
it.
it ain't about money, don't contact me.
Yeah, but when I heard that statement, I was like, oh my God, there are so many people that I literally know who have people literally in their circle. Your mama, your daddy, like your siblings. Like you think these are people that are like cheering you on, want you to do better, and they not. Like, and it's crazy because in my mind, I could never imagine like my parents being jealous of me because real talk, you finna retire and you on your way out. Like you want me to do well so that you can have a great life in your retirement and you ain't got a begging ass child asking to stay at home or, you know, can I have a couple of dollars or, you know what I'm saying? Like you would think that those people in that very close proximity to you are like cheering you on like, yo, you did some shit that we knew that you could do. Like, we invested in you. We was there from the jump. You always been smart. You always been this and that. Like, you would just think that those people who are on that front row are like in your corner, but it's just crazy to find out that it's not always the case. And that shit can be like shocking.
Well, I gave my little brother a job opportunity.
You have a little brother?
Yeah. Well, he's my half brother, but yeah. So like
We ain't never heard
Your
of
dad?
him.
From your dad's side?
Yeah, what's that?
my dad. So my dad remarried. Well, my dad married and then had a child with her.
Oh, okay. He look like you?
A watered down version. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, like the thing that I was trying to say is I was telling Alan about this too. Like at this point in time in my life, I'm 25 years old and I'm doing extremely successful things. And I had the opportunity to give my brother nearly a 6-figure paying job. And he has not earned a fucking thing. But I was like, you know what? Let me put him on game. Let me try to put him in position.
Yeah.
I didn't have that opportunity at 20 years old to make $1,500 a week and my gas and tolls and parking paid. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, I didn't know what $1,500 a week was until I was like 23, maybe 24. You feel what I'm saying? And it was illegal, right? Like, right? So, all right, whatever.
And unsafe.
And unsafe with many risks.
This is real.
But my thing is, nobody ever handed me an opportunity. So my thing is, you are my little brother. You've always looked up to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hand you an opportunity. But he fumbled the opportunity. And to this day, not to this day, but till last week, I couldn't understand why. And Alan put it in perspective, and I'm like, he's actually always been jealous of me because I was always the bragged about child. So he never valued what I could do for him. In fact, the first thing that he said to me when I fired his little ass is, I don't need you to make money. I'm going to be bigger than you. I can do this without you.
I just have a question. What was your response?
I'm like, nigga, you was struggling for $300. No, you can't. Like, fuck is you talking about? But my response might have not been the best. But you get what I'm trying to say.
How old is this little brother?
Well, now I would say,
No, he was younger. He's saying.
yeah, this was like 5. He's probably 25 now.
What he talking about now?
He's still living at home, bro. At 25, I had 2 cribs in the East Coast and the West Coast. Like, but you get what I'm saying? Like, the moral of the story is, I never thought it would come from, like, I expected it to come from
Haters.
from my family that wasn't that I've X'd out.
Mm-hmm.
That I was like, you know what? I know in order for me to get to here, I gotta close this gap because all you do is bring me backwards. I expected it from those people that I pushed at a distance. I didn't expect that the people that I was handing opportunities to.
Well, they
You know what I'm
say that
saying?
strangers are the ones going to go put the money in your pocket before like close friends do. And I think it's important as like parents, because my mother taught me very early, it's very important to instill confidence in your child. And I think if you instill confidence in your child, then like everything else will come like clockwork. So my mother would give me #1 son shirts. I got a brother, you know what I mean? But she would But no, but you have to understand.
First of all, I hope you guys got the face check.
Yo, what?
Because I'm like, oh, #1
That
son.
didn't.
He had a brother. I'm like,
But the thing about it was, yeah, it sounds crazy, but like I was an active child, and my mom tried to get my brother into sports and everything, so he just wouldn't do it. So my mom had to cheerlead for me. My mom tried to bring my brother in and like,
She bred
you can
competition.
do this. You can do this. Like tried to like, look at your brother. He can do this. You can do this too. You know what I mean? I'm not saying she went about the right way.
Yeah, that's
Through sports, like my mom showed me confidence, and like with that, she would say like, you know, they want to see you do good, but never better than them. Like she would drop like little nuggets that still reign true to this day. So I think like if you start as a young person and you get that confident, then like you expect the hate or whatever y'all call it, you expect it to come along in each part of your journey, but you just have to keep your head down and just keep going and keep going and keep going and just not listen to the bullshit. So
Are you the?
go ahead.
I'm the youngest.
You're the younger brother.
Yeah.
Wow. So the older brother was.
No, that was gonna be some hate. They was like, hey, 37-year-old older brother, be like your 7-year-old Romeo.
Yeah, facts. Wait, what's the age difference?
He's 73 and 79. So I'm 79. He's born
he's-
73.
That's a good.
6 years.
Yeah.
That's like me and my
But
brother.
the thing about it was, like, she would champion him in his endeavors that he liked. Like, he was,
okay.
he was like he went to DeVry and did all like that CAD and book stuff, and I wouldn't touch a
the
computer.
book
The
stuff.
book stuff. Like, I need to be outside in the dirt and the mud and like jump bikes and
and get Cheetos tossed.
because I was always
Keep his little ass in the pen.
Number one son is walking around with the fucking cage. All right, so a good equivalence to how shocking it is would be like if I said I had a question, 80% or 90% of women said yes, that they had a train ran on them.
I wouldn't be shocked though.
I mean,
Damn.
you may not, but
Who you know?
we would be shocked. Like, I don't know that many women. Well, maybe I do. I don't know
Nigga, don't
that.
be pointing at me.
I don't know. I'm saying maybe
He said, I don't know how many women.
I don't know how many women, but maybe I do. That did have one, but like they're not open about it. You know, the ones in my life. The only ones I know that had a train ran on them
Was the trains you was running?
was the one I was doing.
Hello. Hello.
I mean, they might fuck around and try to say it now because of who I am.
Was it good?
Shout out to Tahoe, right? He came here and he went out.
I do too.
Yeah, he's a great guy, right?
And Dodger.
He went on Angela Yee's show and was explaining a story how he had a sex party where he was like strapped to the ceiling and or some type of roof and was just spinning around and just getting fucked and touched by whomever was at the party. Well, not whomever, like guy and girl, but the girls at the party. And then the crazy thing was, his friend said he walked in the room and he said, "Oh shit, that's my friend hanging on the ceiling," and just having women just do it all. I'm like, yo, this is like crazy as hell. But I mean, it couldn't be me.
This was his story on her show.
Yeah, on Angela Yee's show. Yeah.
Well, it's called suspension, and
What do you mean? That's what the
That's what that's called.
it's called suspension.
uh-huh.
Like they tie you up.
Go ahead, Rome. It's called suspension. What else?
Suspension. They tie you up, and like you choose to be naked because everything is touch, and sometimes you're blindfolded because it enhances your other senses.
So
So
that's
you
how
have to be spinning though.
You don't have to be a rotisserie, but I mean,
The man is like, do I have to get car sick?
you don't gotta be spinning.
So
but
like, what's the purpose of it? Like, my thing is this.
everybody's got
Well,
their,
enhances the other senses.
not only
Yeah.
yeah, you could do that, but like it could be you could be like being watched, you could like being nude, you could like being tied up. It's whatever your kink is.
Oh, so you like being tied up? Is that what? Well,
I don't like
a
being tied up.
rotisserie. But what's the thing that he did? Like, what is that called?
Suspension is when you're suspended from something.
Okay.
From something.
Okay.
That's the name of the kink.
No. You may get euphoria from being upside down and being lightheaded, and then the touch could be it's not for a long period of time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
so,
No,
like-
Well, just in general, just how long are you spinning? Because I like, depending on who's there, you max got 2 nuts out of me. So like, I'm trying to figure out how long this is lasting. Like,
Yeah.
because if there's like 20 girls in here, I'm like, y'all better really split this time apart. Yeah, like.
Rico's like, baby, this
Y'all
chicken
got a
ain't got
minute.
number 20 minutes on the
Yeah,
rotisserie.
y'all got a minute apiece. Like, don't be greedy.
Shit.
Or that
Not at
never
all.
got the train, but they wanted the train.
Not at all.
Usually, yeah.
They wanted that train, but they didn't get
Or
the
people
train.
that are just extremely curious.
Right.
Or things they can't try in the bedroom with their husbands.
But you go with your husband.
Not
Husband.
necessarily. Sometimes you can make a girls' party out of it. Oh well, then you both So these parties have separate rooms too. Some of them, and like each room
Please
is a different
tell us, Ron.
fantasy.
Bro, how many sex parties have you
Rome
been
knows
to?
about suspension. Knows
Used to be-
Rome
this-
knows
this is
about
off
the.
camera?
No, nigga.
No.
Oh shit! Then I
Just
don't
say
know.
1 or 2.
What sex parties?
Yeah,
I've been to a sex party.
thank
Sure.
you.
Been to a sex
Just
party.
because we want to have you actually have the experience, so then that way it
Yeah.
validates what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But they don't need to know your history unless you decide.
That you just been all up in the sex
If
party.
this was like a year ago, I wouldn't have cared that you said 30. I would have just been like, Alan, make sure that shit goes.
Make sure what?
Make sure that shit goes. Like,
Everybody's got their thing, you know. So
yeah. I mean, but if we have your approval, I would love to do it.
yeah, when the camera's off.
Aaron.
Aaron is like, wait.
Wait, I have a question. So if you just go to the box, these things aren't necessarily happening unless someone's throwing a party there?
So the party, it's almost
That
like a
is the
circus.
usual. That's the
Imagine
usual.
walking in and it's a circus. So you may not know what you're getting for the circus today. You can have a trapeze artist naked, a trapeze artist in a
They don't have like a
suit.
list online? Like if I don't like,
'Cause it's
like what if I don't like clowns and they got clowns that night?
look away.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. They're not trying to like. scare
Clowns
you.
like this. Beep, beep.
Not even that, but I'm just, well, because some people are scared of clowns. That's why I was saying
But that's what I'm
that.
saying. You have to go in there with an open mind, and like, if there's something you don't like, you look away. And
It just can't be a lot of small circles. That's all.
It's like
Just look away. It's
the Jack in the Box. You don't know what you're gonna get.
I don't mind clowns. It's really just the small circles. Like
I'm
that's
kind
the
of
only thing
curious
don't
because
like.
I can't understand what is the show like. Is it like
That-
a stadium
That'll
style?
be the
Like
surprise.
what is it?
That'll be the surprise, y'all.
So I think that's what we have to find out.
We gotta go.
I'll show you the website.
Oh, I just went to it.
What's June 20th date? Nobody has a phone on them. I'm like reaching for a phone. Why do they have phones, Alan?
General.
You know why I have a phone.
Generals.
I think it would be a great. Let's
No, I'm
go
not.
for
I have a
a.
business.
Just give me.
But
2
you know
weeks
what?
So I know I'm not working. So
Oh, you be there all the time?
Wait, time out. What
First
the
of all,
fuck did
Wait,
y'all just gonna let that go?
He be on a
Just let that
suspended dick.
go like that?
Rome has been the educator of this whole topic. So
Rome be doing the suspended dick sausage situation. Rotisserie. The rotisserie. Anywho, but it's been great.
Yo, Rome, I swear to
I'ma be
God,
like,
if I go to the
look
box
at
and you're there unannounced, I'm like, get the fuck away from me, Rome.
Look at Rome.
Rome,
What is that?
Rome's gonna be like, Rome's gonna have little feathers hanging off of his hands.
you get paid good money too. Like you get paid good money.
What's good
What's
money?
good, yeah.
Get 5,000, 2,000
A night?
For how many
for a
hours?
few hours.
you
What?
went from
3 hours?
5,000 to 2,000.
Nigga, I'll be there tomorrow.
Which one is it?
Fuck is you talking
What
about?
your job is. Like even when you go to sex parties, like if you are the main performer, if you're the second performer, and if you're dedicated to one room, you get paid different prices.
If you're a fancy underwear model, that's how much.
Hello.
Hello. I got some shit too, right,
Niggas
bro?
is out here really,
I got some
yo.
shit.
So like, no offense to Tahoe, but
I
niggas
model?
is out here going to sex parties just to get fucked, and I can get 5 bands on top of that 10. Oh, he got the game.
Think about
Yeah.
how
You gotta
much
get mixed.
dick you gave up for free.
And that's why I stopped doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, this shit is.
You know, and that's what you should probably start telling men. Like, just quit doing that.
Yeah.
Just charge
I
them.
tell them all the time, get a sugar mama, go to the gym.
No, hold on.
No.
Save it.
I'm saying stop giving up
they gotta
dick
pay
for
for
free.
that.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
You know what? We got Sweet to Elite who came here,
I was about, and
who
she,
basically
she's
tells
the one that
women how to
told me.
become escorts
She said
in a nice way.
education is the key to all the money.
Yeah, you heard it.
That's what she said. She said you got to start selling these courses,
Mm-hmm.
all the information you know, all the education, sell it.
I'm not gonna lie,
Okay.
Rome.
You know too much.
Me
do.
personally, I'm saying me
Sell it.
personally. I'm not gonna speak for all men, but me at one point in my life, I would have wished to have gotten a sugar mama.
still can.
If there was a stop
Hey,
it.
baby, it ain't too late now.
Don't.
can. Just
I got a
because
family. Don't test
Doesn't mean
me.
nothing.
I got a family. Don't
Tell
test
her
me.
you got a family.
I got a family.
Your girl.
Cause I.
Go home and tell your girl, listen, we're living here rent free for a year, and she's gonna ask you what you got to do. Say, I got to have sex with this lady once a month. See what she says.
She gonna be like, nigga, it's already happening. Like, but wait. So what I?
It depends,
was about to
depends on the
say.
contract.
But if I get like something better than that, like
Oh, once a month is 2 months.
you know. But what I'm gonna say is, if you, I'm being dead ass honest, came out with I don't know a book, a course of something or something that said along the lines of how to get a sugar mama, nigga, you.
What it was?
What, nigga? You know how?
I don't know. That's
I
what
would
I'm
say.
asking.
I would say in my
I won't
20,
call it sugar mama. I would say
a woman with money,
no.
a wealthy woman,
Woman that pay you for your deed.
some shit like that. Pick it.
Rico's like, oh, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Nigga, at least 5 times in my 20s, I wish I searched. Nigga, I signed up for a subscription.
So what?
I don't even remember.
Sugar Mama
Sugarbabies.com.
oh, that doesn't work.
And I was like, yeah, this shit is weird. And I left it, right? But at 21, 22, 23, 24, if I could have got a sugar mama, nigga, I would have been signed up. But you got the experience, bro.
You know there used to be a show on Showtime called Gigolos.
Look at the butterfly. You see it?
So
called a moth?
I applied to Gigolos and I accepted. But
That
because
looks
I was
more like a
short,
butterfly to me.
Most of the women want you to be 6 feet and above. That's just a woman's fantasy.
Not really, child.
But they only lasted like 2 or 3 seasons, and it was in L.A. and Las Vegas.
That's because they wanted 6 foot. It's not real. 5'10", 5'8".
Them shoes right there.
Just give me like, these are good, with these hoes,
Those McFlurries.
I'm a good
Them shit look like
6'1".
Ronald McDonald wear.
Did it though?
Wait, what's your real height?
5'10"
5'8".
and a half.
Oh,
Relax. Relax.
You
5'10",
said and a half.
5'10" and a half.
I think I could work with 5 stuff. You don't gotta be 6 feet for me. I always thought that too, cause I'm
6'1" with these.
I don't need. I always thought I did, cause I always felt like I was really tall.
Whatever you need me to be.
oh,
like
whatever.
5'5".
Oh,
What
okay.
shoes I got on.
Well, actually, I put that on my comp cards now, but really I'm 5'4", but I put 5'5".
She
I am
wears heels
5'4".
every day.
I am 5'4".
She's just
It don't matter.
Put 5'5",
I can still.
but I'm not officially 5'5".
I could work with 5-inch heels.
what?
Well, with a woman,
She meant wearing
and she still would be shorter than me. No, she's like 5'3".
No, like, but I'm really like 5'4" and 3/4. Like pretty much 5'5".
That's why I said
Yeah, that's
about
what I be saying.
5'11".
I was like 5'5".
Niggas want to go 5'5" and women want
No, I want a girl who's 5'1", 5'2", 5'3". I know, that's why I said that. I said that for a reason.
I was just, first of all, I was like,
This nigga does not turn it off.
because
They should pay attention.
What'd you say?
Cut that part.
Yeah, because-
what I was gonna say is,
listen, it's Gemini
you know what I
season.
realized?
Please do
I've
not
had-
stop disrespecting.
nah,
bro.
the thing is this. I always, all my life, I dated girls who were like 5'7" to 5, shit, even 6 foot at one point, right? Because I was like, I want to have a son that's tall. It's like I ain't gonna do you this. I ain't gonna do you a disservice. I'm gonna
Y'all
set you up
kids
for
tall,
failure.
though.
I won't come inside no girl who ain't 5'7" or
But I was coming inside the short girls too. You know what I'm saying? But now, I think I'm like, yo, I'm tired of having eye level women. Like, I want to look. I want to look down a little bit. I want to be like, what's up, baby? Like, I'll be like this, like, yo, you good? Like,
Hey, girl.
like I try to treat you a little bit different. Like,
But that
She can hold the door, she
But
got
what
it.
if you have a daughter? Well, you do have a daughter,
do, and she's
but
tall as fuck.
It's like then your daughter gonna be tall as fuck.
and I didn't think about that. Like,
I be thinking about that. First of all, anybody I date, I be thinking about if we have kids.
How tall is that?
He not that tall. He
5'5".
like nah, he's not. He's probably like 5'10", 5'11".
How tall is your dad?
5'10", 5'11". Probably like 5'10", I guess.
Darren is tall though.
yeah, he's
Aaron's
like
6
6'2".
feet. No, he's like 6 feet.
No, family, because his older brother is tallest.
Yeah, Haywood's a little taller, yeah.
Is
And
his parents?
My
tall?
mom's side, they're tall.
mom.
My
His mom is tall.
for a
my
woman.
mom and my
I
dad
think
are
it's the
actually
same
probably
woman.
about the same height, but my uncles are really tall.
Yo, that's the shit we should talk about next time. Great, please remember this. Should you have genetic questions, genetic conversations?
Yes.
Absolutely.
yes.
My friends, hold on.
100%.
Hold on, not this. I'm the tallest.
Well, no,
But
wait,
it does,
wait,
'cause,
First
like,
of all, I'm the second I'm the second of my mom's kids, right? I'm like my mom's
wait,
kids.
can I give an example? Can I get?
Well, being tall is a recessive gene, by the way. Yeah.
You know what time it is, right?
Yeah, no, it's time to go. Can I just want to say one thing, and I'm only saying this about or whatever, when you inherit stuff. In Nigeria, you get tested to see if you have sickle cell trait young, because you marry somebody with sickle cell trait. Now your kid actually has sickle cell, so it's a thing, and I imagine that may be the case in other countries.
Yeah, but
I was
later,
about to say,
I didn't get tested until I
I've
was
been
in
talking about
college.
that since middle school. Really?
No. Like you get tested like as a young person.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
mandatory.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about something a little bit different. I'm talking about.
Well, no, I think
I
I
do.
don't think so.
Because I feel like
I don't think so.
my absolute goal in life is to have children.
I be like, do you have a dumb gene? Like,
Dumb gene.
So
I gotta
the
talk
guy
to you a
that I
couple
met.
times. You might lie.
No, wait, hold on. The guy that I met, Marie, he's bald. So my
did
friend
he lose his hair? though?
my friend,
And he's 25,
No.
by the way.
he's 30, but my friend was like, you don't like him? Like,
Bald headed hoe.
but that's what I,
I don't
said.
think that
Hold on.
a
She
man
was
that can
like,
afford another bald nigga.
she was like, is the bald head too grown for you? And I'm like, no, it's just my kids. She was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hold on. If I date someone that is bald and we have kids, like you yeah. I was like, what if I have a son? Like,
That's a
it's
slippery
run
ass
off.
baby.
What if I was
Actually, yes.
Wait, what? Wait,
Yes,
what?
my dad
dad.
is bald. My dad has no hair. And
Yeah,
without me
alopecia,
even
or-
no, just because
Oh,
he's
okay.
bald.
Oh.
And without me even having to ask, this man told me, he was like, yeah, when I was pretty young, I don't remember what age
Nope.
he told me. He was like, my hair started to I started to lose my hair. He was like, oh yeah, I got that from my dad. My dad,
No, he didn't.
same thing.
He got it from his
happened to
bald
my-
headed mama.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, see? No.
being bald should be a choice. It should be a choice, right? But
Go to Turkey.
I mean,
My brother's 35 and he got all his hair.
My
Yeah.
granddaddy got all his hair too.
My
mean, my-
grandfather was like 78 when he died, baby, a full head. Full.
yeah.
Hairline was right here, bitch, like over the eyebrows. Like it wouldn't it didn't even
Oh, he had a
recede.
small forehead.
It didn't even recede. Like sound like something he should have asked about beforehand.
And the baby pictures are baby pictures too. So like, there's some ugly babies that grow into beautiful people.
Most babies are
You know,
ugly.
I think all
Yeah,
babies
most
are ugly.
babies.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
lie,
think-
but-
Ugly as hell.
I don't think an ugly baby is
Maybe-
going to be an ugly person.
I should say ugly child. There's some children that you be like, God damn.
And I haven't
like,
seen a lot of ugly babies in my life.
Like, did you see Naisha's childhood pictures? They're crazy.
Who?
Are you embarrassed?
Huh?
Do you not like your parents to talk about you?
But it's like, but what are you saying?
Wait, start over. What? I ain't gonna lie. Like, when my daughter came out, I was like, this child funny looking. Like,
But I think
I ain't gonna lie. Like, my
no, but
this child
newborns
little-
look like aliens.
That's what
Like,
Nah, but it wasn't.
Ugly as
I wasn't
shit.
even talking
Yeah.
about the newborn. I'm talking about after she thawed out. I'm like, you kind of. I don't know. We gonna be patient with you. No, now she looks exact. But like at one point, like she looked like SpongeBob's mom, and I was like, this don't even.
His mom was on the show.
Yeah, she was
The big ass potato, like the potato lady, like.
I've never seen SpongeBob.
She was
mama.
circle.
And I was like, this shit don't make no sense. Like, you look like nobody in my family. Now I got questions shit. I'm thinking about paying for swabs and shit like that. But as she, like, you know, hit 1.5, I think I manifested it because I was like, yo, you can't afford to look like this in this world.
Okay, okay, SpongeBob. It's you, SpongeBob looking ass nigga.
Why, because I'm yellow?
She didn't even say it. You said it.
I'm yellow? Oh.
About something she looked like SpongeBob mom. Please, you look like SpongeBob.
I'm going to show you a picture of both. You're like, yeah.
It's a great question.
You big. Yeah.
I agree.
You big, your mama big, your daddy big. We're gonna have a big family.
I don't know. I was really.
And you
I was
really
a big
liked her?
kid.
I was like, I'm gonna give you children. You were? What do you mean by big kid?
My mom claimed that I was 10 pounds, 10 ounces.
God damn.
You probably had a. Honestly,
Not in high school as a baby,
Eric.
dummy.
I'm not gonna lie to you. As a baby, yeah, I just disregarded that.
In high
10 pounds
school,
in high school is.
That is extremely underweight.
I
for
can
high
see
school.
you, Aaron, as a kid.
7th grade.
As a kid, like not kid, as a baby, like damn near newborn. I could picture you being a baby with the big head. Like you probably had
Maybe my daddy had a big ass head, so maybe.
like you go like I had to grow into my ears, right? You might have had to grow into your head.
Well, wait, you know what? I think you're right because I didn't really have hair till I think I was like 2.
Really?
Yeah, so my mom was like, I kind of had to like grow into it or whatever. But my whole life until I cut my hair, I had long hair. So.
You know, there's this. I can't even talk about it. Never mind. There's this one dude, but
I think you're right actually.
some people like my daughter's head. Like I don't know, like her head.
This little girl.
No, she came like my daughter came out very tall. She's like I think she was like
She said,
yeah, like I'm 5'10", she's 5'9". It was supposed to be a boy, but whatever. So she came out, and I was like, damn, this little baby long as hell. Like,
It's still
I'm like, shit, all right. But then I would say
He's holding his hand
3
like
months, 3 months in,
baby long as
I
hell.
swear to God, my daughter's head just blew up. Like her shit was like a noggin, and her rest of her body was still little. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like my girl sent me pictures. Like she be sleep saying, look how cute she is. I'm like, I don't know if she's cute. Like,
oh.
but I love my child. But you know,
But you know what? I can appreciate that's like being because parents be like, "Oh, my baby cute." No, that baby's not cute.
But you don't know how ugly your baby was until they're not a baby. Like
I can see that.
I thought that she was like, I'm not gonna lie. At the time, in the moment, I gave her like a 6. When I look back at it, I give her a 3. But I'm like, damn, I had an ugly ass baby. But my daughter's pretty now. But I don't even know because now I'd be like,
She came a long way.
and when she might turn 10, I might be like, damn, my little 3-year-old was a little funny looking. Like, you know, as they grow, you start to reflect like, damn.
It came a long way.
Yeah. Amanda's trying to get pregnant tomorrow
Word.
by a nigga that's locked up and bald.
Stop it.
Wow.
That's my First of all, that's my friend.
Well, Chris,
And he's been saying for like how long?
It makes sense. That's how my brain.
Christopher, just get your father, please.
He said he can't. He said he can't do nothing about this.
honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I swear to God, and I don't want to talk about this, but I'm gonna talk about it. If you and Chris had a baby, it'd be a fucking Allen. It'd be a light skin. It'd be a light skinned version of Allen.
He don't even look like Allen. He look like his mom.
What? No, actually, he looks like both of them. But I see where he looks like Allen and where he looks like Yumi.
I think
but
when he smiles, he look like Allen, but normally he look like Yumi.
yeah, I could agree with that. But now, if you add Amanda's skin color to that,
Oh, he's Allen.
Alan just trying to recreate himself. It's
like a
little, and his child's and his grandson's Instagram name is gonna be Creative Machine.
It's actually funny. That was actually really good. I like that.
Aaron, come on.
Guys, thank y'all for watching. As always, it's been amazing. Make sure you like, watch, subscribe. If y'all have like topics y'all want us to talk about, let us know. Because I know I've gotten a lot of topics in my inbox. So if that's something y'all want to talk about, send it to our show's inbox. We'll put it on YouTube, put it on Instagram, and we just want to like spark conversation about things that interest y'all. You know,
And also,
we're here for you.
and to piggyback, you don't know how many people are going through the same situation as you.
Exactly.
So if you give us an opportunity to bring some type of light to it and maybe even give some of our opinions on it, it might just help them as well as you.
Woo woo.
Okay.
Peace. We out. It's time
All
to go
right,
to
y'all.
bed.